Hello YouTube, Dr. Kemp here, Hammond Doc. In this series of videos, I've been dealing with the subject, the topic, vibrato and vibrato chorus. And please go back and watch previous videos with respect to this topic. What I'm going to do in this video is put everything together. I have turned on or plugged back up my Leslie tremolo and chorale switch, so now you're going to be able to hear both the chorale and tremolo used along with the vibrato swell and vibrato great, along with my utilization of vibrato and vibrato chorus control. This series of videos, in terms of my presenting them and sharing this information with you, has certainly been beneficial to me. I believe that's essential, as I said in the first video, for a musician to acquire as much knowledge as possible about the instrument that they play, and that's how you increase in your expertise, your understanding, your comprehension of your instrument. And that's a part of mastery as a musician. That's a part of musicianship. And as a gospel musician, it is imperative that we do as much of that as possible. And so it's important to practice. Practice is essential, yes, but a part of our practice as gospel musicians should also include reading and studying our instrument, reading about and studying our instrument, understanding our instrument. Because when you understand the instrument, and our instrument, the instrument I'm talking about is the Hammond organ, in particular the Hammond B3 organ and the Hammond C3 organ, and it would be the same in terms of playing a Hammond A100 or the D series, the D152 and the RT3. But it's essential that you understand. The more you understand your instrument, the more mastery you're able to gain over that instrument. And what I'm talking about right now could actually serve as a video in and of itself. So why don't I allow that to be? So let this be a video regarding what I just said, and I hope this message gets out to all of my friends in the gospel music industry, to all my fellow musicians on our Facebook page in the gospel music ministry, or musicians in gospel music ministry, all organists and keyboardists and pianists, guitar players, drums. Learn, there's a lot of mention about learning your craft and studying music and learning to play in different keys, increasing your skill level, increasing your talent. There tends to be a lot of focus on that. But what I'm talking about here, and all of that's essential. But what I'm talking about here is increasing your comprehensive understanding of the workings of your instrument. And that can be done mechanically. That's in terms of maintenance of the instrument, repair of the instrument. That's one type of comprehension of your instrument, which is that's an area that most Hammond organists have very little knowledge of. They can play beautifully, but they don't know anything about what makes the organ do what it does. And that type of information and understanding and insight, I believe, helps to enable you with regard to your mastery of the instrument. And then the other area that I'm talking about, which is what I'm dealing with today, is understanding of the instrument itself. And the instrument has so many different aspects to it. It has tabs. We have we have these tabs. This is first. They are for a reason. These are here for a reason. Understanding their use, understanding the normal volume and soft volume tab, understanding the use of the vibrato swell and the vibrato grate, how to properly use this vibrato and chorus control, use of the drawbars and their variety of settings. That's what I'm talking about. And then of course over here there's a whole different setup of percussion and soft and normal percussion and slow and fast percussion decay and second and third percussion harmonic selections. I mean, so, and then when you put all of this together, this makes for an extremely remarkable instrument. And then there are other things that can be added to it to make it even more remarkable, like a reverb system. I have a reverb system on this instrument and on this organ, and I even have an equalizer down here. You can't hardly see it, but it's under here. It's an EQ. So, I mean, this is a dynamic instrument, and the more you can learn about how the different aspects of it function, I believe the more of a mastery you will have over your instrument, or the greater potential for your being able to master the instrument. So I'm going to call this call a conclusion to this particular video, and then come back and do what I intended to do at the onset of this video. This is Dr. Kim Hammond Doc saying to you, until the next video, peace out.